Nice. So, hi everyone. My name is Alex, and I'm CEO of Xpate, and we are starting sessions of the sets of AMA sessions. Sorry. And first of all, we would like to talk to our most trusted partner, the company PaceFix, and Liudas, who is CEO of the company and the biggest engine of the company. And basically, we would discuss the changes which are coming to crypto market. And so, Liudas, as I said, we are so happy to work together with you. And when Mika and came to European Union, and basically a lot of changes are happening around the world. So we saw a lot of news in America that they want to use stablecoins between the banks. So since we are cooperating together with you as well, why you decided to integrate USDC payments now, and what's your long-term vision for stablecoins in banking?
Okay. First of all, good afternoon, everyone. Hi, Alex. Nice to meet you again. And thanks for inviting me for such a session. And for a few viewers, if some of most of the clients know me, I'm the CEO of PaceFix, and if some don't know me, so come to PaceFix, we actually are working with great partners as Alex now, and we embedded the crypto exchanges, into our system. And the reason why we actually decided basically integrate USDC basically and stablecoin in our system. It's very simple because we've been since we started our business as a traditional banking as EMI from Lithuania. We offered limited basically services. That means SEPA, SWIFT, and many other things, which is traditional banks are basically offering. But when it comes, to the crypto exchanges start booming, especially in Lithuania, everyone start coming, and we had so many here, and regulations start going a bit of sideways. So when Emika came, comes basically, and everyone's now on a queue to get licensed. So everyone starts panicking what's going to happen. It's no panic, and it's even becoming even more transparent and everyone basically. So everyone understands what we're standing with the regulation side, and everyone understands that which is legitimate crypto exchanges system, which is PSPs actually, and actually it puts all together. So as for our side, because we've been doing traditional banking, and to add USDC as stablecoin, for us, it's more transparent, and it's actually fully backed, and it helps us actually to do the faster cross-border, payouts and instant settlements and many more. Because we working mainly with the B2B clients, and the business clients after this swift, immediately change with the new services crypto, especially USDC, which is dominating now as a stablecoin. Everyone's seeing as the benefit, because then we can put as a hybrid now, mixing, traditional banking and crypto, settlements, and it's becoming as a programmed settlement layer into our traditional banking alongside. So.
Yeah, good answer, and totally support that. So, how do you think the stablecoins payments, like in general, right, cryptocurrency payments, and in particular stablecoin payments, will it replace traditional rails, or it will be mixed somehow together to make the payments faster and more convenient to customers?
I've been hearing quite a lot, especially from our clients, and especially when we're going to many exhibitions. And for sure, I would say it would not replace, at least at the moment, because as you understand, the stablecoin can bypass intermediaries and reduce costs, timing. But while SEPA and the SWIFT still remain strong in regulated market. So as you understand that still we have as long as we have a SEPA SWIFT, as a traditional banking, all the operation still goes as smooth as it is. But again, I'm still can complement basically stablecoin, because it's already see transparency in a whole our payments world, and actually it's becoming dominant. But as a replaceable, no, I don't think so happened, at least in the not near future. But as I said, it will be embedded alongside the traditional banking, and the regulated market. And especially when MiCA comes, it actually will become basically for everyone clear, like on which side and which, and they should and will they will two options will be basically embedded together and will be flowing, like alongside. So.
Yeah, yeah, totally support that. And you in your company in PaySfix, you have already some solutions which you like ready to offer or offering to your customers when they can use IBANs and crypto together. Can you elaborate more on that?
No, it's a good question. Yeah, it's actually we've been doing not so long, but like we said, it's practice, and because the world is changing and it's becoming, like it's digital as an asset, and we actually working with you, Alex, and we practicing now, and we see it's working great. So what we do is we don't touch ourselves, as you know, we're regulated by Central Bank of Lithuania. We don't touch ourselves to crypto. So what we do basically, we integrating yourself, and like we integrate as many as we can other crypto exchanges, especially regulated ones. So we integrating in our system, and if your clients, especially business clients, now we have a full solution, like which is already onboarded with us as a PaySfix client, and they don't need to go anymore look for another crypto exchange and saying, oh guys, like I have a, like fiat there, can I transfer from my, like one wallet to another crypto exchange? So we basically have a one-stop solution alongside with your solution, like XPaid. So any clients who wants to convert the fiat, basically simply, adding into the IBAN transferable into the account. And it's just simply, like do conversion in our system, which we don't touch. And it's actually embedded in the layer of our back office, and actually all liquidity and everything all provides basically XPaid by the solution, and vice versa. And the clients same way from actually from any crypto exchange. If you want to do vice versa, we can do it. Very simple. And on the top of that, we have two solutions, and great solutions, which means they have a own dedicated IBAN, and plus we have a crypto exchange wallet, which is at XPay.
Right. So I was super happy when once it was like 3 years ago when I was starting XPaid, and we had our first customer who were receiving payments in stables for servers. So they were renting the service, to keep the data there, and they were receiving the payments and then converting everything into fiat just to pay the salaries and offices. And at that time, I already realized the advantages of those of using stablecoins, because I was coming from Ukraine and I had some employees in Ukraine, and I was trying to pay them even with SEPA, and SEPA to Ukraine, since Ukraine is not in Eurozone, it was coming to them like 3-4 days. And I was like, how come, like they accept my customer, they accept money from all over the world in seconds, and then I'm paying to my employees. And me being like a kind of innovative company, because I'm already like a crypto company, I still have to wait days. And sometimes if you use Swift, you have to wait even more time. You have to spend more money. So I'm super happy actually, to be a part of that, and that we found a partnership together, and we cooperate together to offer our customers those quick payments, cheaper payments, and easy with compliance, because everything is transparent. And I realized that a big part of those changes is MiCA, which you mentioned, this new law
Yeah.
in European Union. So how has MiCA changed your approach to stablecoins?
Um, like I mentioned before, MiCA, it gives the more clarity, and especially like what I'm always saying, it's more trust. Like it's security as a foundation of trust. Before, like I mentioned, like we had so many crypto exchanges around, like offering similar things and with no stability, no security. So when MiCA comes, it separates actually those ones who actually wants to follow the rules, and those ones who actually either they quit or we have to obey the rules of MiCA rules and have to be compliant. So as for us as a company, as a PaceFix, we are happy because then we can control not only from our side such a things, like from the compliance and this and that, which is also gives ability to our partners, the crypto exchanges, XPaid, which they also have from they and also MLR or KYC full teams, like monitoring systems, everything comes in place. So as from perspective of our clients, basically of the business clients, they sleep, like in peace. So they understand that their funds and all assets, crypto assets or fiat, they actually, they all security or secure because they do understand that all compliant from both sides. And also what's main important also, the regulator also will be happy because we understand that we follow the rules. There will be no disturbances, and then, everything comes together. And MiCA, I think it's one of the great things, which is, like I said, it separates and also combines and unites crypto exchanges more with other EMIs, PSPs, or the banks. So it becomes trustworthy.
So when we talk then about the customers, how do you think your business customers, how they can benefit from stablecoin payments nowadays?
It's very simple because lots of business, our customers, they hold in a crypto or they hold in a fiat, and they always coming before, like when you came along and before we did integrations, they're always looking for such solutions. But again, because we do not touch that so time, we cannot touch the, crypto, and we only can refer, to such a crypto exchanges. But now, because we done it according to regulations, according to law, we embedded, we can help them, at our system, they just simply come, and doing conversions easily. Basically, we let them to feel that they're doing traditional, normal daily banking. So no difference on what you do, you buy or exchange from another fiat to fiat. It's just traditional banking becomes.
Yeah, I think there are also a kind of two steps. So there are some early adopters which try, to on and off ramp by themselves. So they buy stable coins, they send it to their partners, their customers, service providers, and then those they try to find themselves how to off ramp everything. So they basically
Exactly.
early adopters, they try to figure it out by themselves. But there is a kind of a second stage when you as a regulated entity which provide banking, to their customers, you can basically organize everything for your customers in that way that they will not even know that part of those payments are done in stables. They'll be surprised with the speed and with the commission they pay, for example, but everything would be done, somewhere behind the scenes as a technology, which regular customers doesn't even realize that it's happening.
It's as you mentioned, it's most important for the customers. It's basically reducing the cost, better liquidity management and actually the time. So if we can get all those three things, which is we can provide, and especially with your company, XPay and the PaceWix, as we now united together, I think we can achieve all these things, and will be benefit for any existing and future customers.
Right, exactly. And yeah, I'm happy actually that we are innovating, in that way. And of course, there are a lot of possibilities, but also there is some danger involved in that. So what measures are in place to prevent unauthorized access or fraud in this crypto and IBAN solution which you present?
Again, it's the same thing. Security is foundation of trust. If you have all the measures embedded in your system and there is nothing, then stops you from doing anything what you're doing on a daily basis. Again, MiCA will help to stabilize the market and bring more trust. So this is what I mentioned. And plus, on the top of that, it's not only on the papers, but as a company itself, we have to actually to prevent actual measures. So it means the systems in place 24/7. Depends, like when you're doing the transferring and everything. So our monitoring team, KYC procedures, everything has to be in there. But I mentioned as well that not only as a basics ourselves need to follow the rules, but also have to put like measures is also our partners like yourself, like XPaid. You have to also have a fully compliant teams and everything following the MiCA rules. So again, at the moment, what I can say, everything is working fully, like as it should be, also transparent. All our clients are happy, basically, and the time will show, like unless something will change. But at the moment, what I see, like this is one of the greatest things what we've done so far, like, and we already see the full potential from the clients, and I can see the clients trust us, and like they're more coming, and they start, like doing things which we never done it before ourselves. So.
Yeah, I totally agree here, and just want to add some that currently this MiCA, this new law which we are talking about all the time, they basically they change the environment of licensed crypto companies because there are a lot of new regulations which you have to stick to, and basically before MiCA it was a kind of wild west where you can do a lot of different things. So I would say it was like a huge sandbox in European Union because every regulation was playing according to their rules. Something like was more strict, let's say Lithuania, and then Poland was like more loyal. And currently, with MiCA already a lot of companies were closed because they don't stick to some requirements. And then in the future, next year, we will see like that those companies are shrinking, that the number of them are shrinking down. So like a lot of crypto companies are working on new policies. They have to follow travel rule. They have to have initial capital deposited to the bank account. So there are a lot of new requirements. So basically now, like we working together, like PaySfix and XPaid, we basically allow the financial economy in general even be more safe because our two compliance departments are working on those payments, not myself and my
Yeah,
department, not your department, but basically we are two checking. We have those
of
double,
course.
double check, which makes
Double
you
standards,
feel
which makes it more secure. Yeah.
right, right.
Yeah. I just want to add up, like you just, like mentioned really good that we have lots of cowboys, like working in our industry. And that shows also MiCA, like separates. And especially, I'll give you a bit of statistics. I think this last year before with MiCA, we had so many crypto exchanges. I think Lithuania was registered over 500 or even more or something like that. And after MiCA, like start coming in place and lots of separated, lots of got dropped off because as you just said as well, that because of, like you need to have a deposit special, like everything you need to have a separate, like MLROs, everything comes to the security compliance, everything, and lots of companies they couldn't stand the standards. So that's why lots of them they have to drop off, and I think we have about up to 300, if I'm not mistaken, at the moment, which is they're waiting for the license, and it's been I know it's also been extended to the, I think in December this year, which is everyone has to be basically compliant. So let's wait to see, how many more, like will drop off. But I'm sure the strongest will survive, like, and I'm happy that we're already working with you, like XPay, because you have a potential, like potential market which is works well, and you already have experience from, as you mentioned, in Poland and elsewhere, and you have a great ratio on the clientele and great ratio on security standards and trust. So I think will be complemented for the both sides.
Good, good to hear that. So then I'll have just last question here, and just a small story, a short story that I think already for many years businesses are performing much better than the payments, and we have a lot of companies, let's say, importing from Asia to European Union, and their payments are getting stuck, and they pay the fines in those seaports because the payment, was not delivered, and basically they are working faster. And I think this like blockchain stablecoin economy which is coming, it's like a basically a natural solution to the requirements of the market. And this is one of the my personal reason why I support blockchain and crypto payments, because I want businesses works in their pace and not slowing down. What is your personal reason for supporting innovations?
Especially nowadays, as you mentioned, before, we used, as example, pen, to draw things. Now we're using computers, to make the things faster. So same thing. Innovation drives the finance world, drives the faster, by supporting it gives the clients faster, safer, smarter payment solutions, ability to dominate, ability to actually to be somewhere. And for us, it's as you mentioned, everything comes to blockchain. Everything is interesting. It's becoming new world. Everything comes together, and always backed by trust and compliance, backed by something you don't know what's going to happen next or today or tomorrow. Innovations is always there, and the more innovations it becomes the dominant. So for me, it just, like I said, it's like a drive.
So you don't see for yourself another way, like you have to go there.
Look, of course, if if you're coming to many things as a compliance, you need to have a hybrid. You need to have physical people. You need to have also systems, which is innovation systems. You need to have everything there. But if you're talking about the new innovations like stablecoins, which is blockchains, if you're talking about anything which is helps. For the client, for business client, for ourselves, yourselves, I'm always on there. So.
Right. So, Liudas, thank you. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we had Liudas with us, the CEO of PaySwix, helping with accounts, helping with payments worldwide, a regulated entity from Lithuania. And I think you have bigger plans right now, right? You're working on other directions, on other licenses. Maybe you want to add something about your company and your plans?
Absolutely. We've been since 17 or 16. It's already been a long time, and we've been there for for ages, and we're visiting all the events. And I noticed one thing everywhere. Everyone, for some reason, and I asked them, what is the reason why you want to come to the basics? And everyone's saying is the transparency. We listen what the client needs. So again, if you need anything from ourselves, from IBANs to payments for anything, even crypto exchanges, now we have a partners with the XPaid, on-ramp, off-ramp, and acquiring services. Anything here, just come to the basics, we'll help you here. We'll listen what you need, your needs. We're not just only opening accounts, but definitely will help you out with your business to run smoothly. And please come and join us.
Thank you. Thank you, Liudas, for your time. Thank you for joining and being one of the first who decided to share your opinion. It was really insightful, and I hope would be the same for the people who will watch us later on LinkedIn.
Thank you, Alex. It was a pleasure, man. Thank you.
Thank you.